Hello Taurus, welcome to your June reading. So Taurus, okay, we are going to be having a look at your love life, your career, and then just generally how you're feeling. I'm not a very structured human being, so we're just kind of going to go with the flow. So if you like going with the flow, then this is for you. So essentially we're going to start off with your archetype that you're playing in love over the next month, so June. I want to say you have the keys to your own kingdom. I was actually getting a lot of messages while I was tuning in and listening to your song and shuffling your cards, and I feel like really telling you have the keys to your own kingdom. I feel like you're waking up from a nightmare. I feel like Taurus, there is so much going on for you. The North Node is in your sign. It has been in your sign for a few months now, and it's going to still be in your sign for a few months to come. So there is so many massive changes that are happening for you. We just had an eclipse in your sign. And then we had an eclipse on the South Node in Scorpio, which is the opposite of your sign. There is a lot going on for you. I feel like you're waking up from a nightmare. So congratulations, that's good. That's real good. Okay, so the archetype that you are playing in love is Gambler and the Mother. With on the bottom, we have Child Orphan. So light attributes, listen to me, I can't even speak. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering a fear of surviving. Shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay, so some of you guys, you're Taurians, and I want to say we because I'm a Taurus moon too, so this reading's going to be for me as well. I'm going to watch it too. But essentially, it's this feeling of finding your own sense of independence. You are stubborn, Taurus. We are stubborn as fuck, especially if you have like a Taurus moon, even like a Taurus rising, all of it, Taurus sun, we're just stubborn, okay? And so I feel like what's really coming up is a lot of childhood healing that it has sort of stifled our growth and that has stifled our abilities to sort of go off on our own. A lot of us get stuck because we didn't learn the appropriate tools that we needed in order to grow up and be a healthy, functioning adult. And that's with the South Node in Scorpio, boom, 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 it's banging us from every direction, bringing up all of these shadows and things. So it's really, really powerful. The amount of times I've pulled this card recently just for myself is insane. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering a fear of surviving. Survival is huge for us, Taurus. It is a deep, I want to say sorry for about if there's noise and stuff in the background and shit. I live in a freaking apartment that is across the road from where they're building a light rail. It is loud all the time. The demolitions make me want to just boom, boom. Fucking, oh my God, it annoys the hell out of me. And then it's really windy, so my door keeps moving. So it's really annoying. There's a lot of distractions, but I'm only going to be in this apartment for another 4 weeks. Halla freaking Luya. But anyway, fear of surviving is a really big thing for Taurians because you guys need peace, you need structure, you need stability, and not so much structure like an organized life, but you need it to feel stable and solid. And so I feel like a lot of us have been working through these feelings of how can I be stable and solid on my own? I never really learned the tools. A lot of us grow up really codependent, and that's the vibe I'm sort of getting. This month is about learning to sort of go things on your own because you have actually healed. Mother is coming out. Child. So you're learning to mother yourself. You're learning to take care of yourself, and you're learning to take a gamble on trusting whether you actually can go it alone. You can do life on your own, which you 2,000,000% can. Of course you can. And you've already been doing that, but it's like stepping into a new level of power. I feel like there are a lot of really good things coming to you. I really suggest that you listen to your song, Taurus, because it's like the guy who sings it has his North Node in Taurus. This is definitely your song for this month. I feel like it's going to make you feel really high vibe and good. It's funny because like I was a bit low energy this morning. I wasn't even going to really film. Did a meditation. Now I'm here. Listen to me. I'm like so excited to do your reading for you. So it's like this excitement that is coming up for you in June. Mother, it says light attributes. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So you're giving birth to a whole new version of you. And I know that I said this was about love, but I'm honestly feeling at the moment, Taurus, like not even so much going into your love life specifically, but this is like an overall energy for you. When it comes to your love life, in retrospect, because I did ask about that, it is about taking a gamble on nurturing maybe a new relationship. Some of you guys might be in a new relationship with someone, and so that's sort of starting to blossom. You're taking a gamble on it. You're deciding to like do things a little differently. This photo literally has a guy like with his a blindfold on. He can't see what's in front of him, but he's taking the chance to do it anyway. It says willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So this is moving past doubt, because a lot of us with this child orphan card, we feel like family knows best. We feel like the people around us know best. They know better than we do about what it is that we need to be doing or should be doing. And this is about taking a gamble now. It's about deciding, I'm going to do things my own way. I'm really noticing all this green energy. Nature is really important for you this month. I feel like you're feeling like you really need to get out in nature. You really are craving nature. For some of you guys, you're probably in the northern hemisphere and it's probably coming into spring, so get the fuck out there. Like, enjoy that nature. And then for us in the southern hemisphere, it's coming into winter. It's a little bit cold, but it's still important to try and get as much nature into you as you possibly can. You know, just because it's bad weather doesn't so much necessarily mean that you can't still connect with the elements, even if that means like buying some plants and starting to nurture them in your home. So shadow attribute for gambler is relying on luck rather than hard work. See, that's the thing, Taurus. You work really hard. You are not someone that does not work hard. You are one of the most loyal, fixed signs that will stick to something. You have the ability, a very powerful ability, to stick to something. So whatever it is that you feel called to stick out, whether it's this a new relationship with someone or someone that you've already been with, stick it out. You know, I'm not getting the feeling like there's like a negative energy around you that you so much need to like ditch or anything. I'm getting that you need to become solid and stable with like consistency, consistently doing something, you know, consistently staying with someone, growing with someone. You know, this card says seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So it's like this energy where maybe in the past you've actually adopted relationships in your life that were not beneficial for you. Instead, it was like a codependent surrogate family, like trying to find someone else, using like a partner to provide for you, whereas instead you are actually meant to go it alone. And that's what this giving birth to new life is. It's about now trusting yourself enough. Shut up, door. How annoying is it? See, there are things that are annoying you too. I definitely want to say, like, I feel like there are things that are annoying. There are some things that aren't quite like worked out yet. There's a bit of like an impatience, but it's also like a trust. It's a trust that you know that you're moving in the right direction. It's like, that's really frustrating me. And there's nothing I can do about it to make it stop. It just does it, because as soon as it's windy, it's ridiculous. Anyway, see, that got me off topic. I'm gonna freaking try something. Let's pause this. Fuck me. See, Taurus, there are some really shitty things that are really getting in the way and that are really annoying you. But sometimes it's like moving through these shitty things and sticking to them anyway that makes you really gain power, makes you feel really strong in what it is that you're doing. I think there's a lot of strength that's coming up for you over this month. But anyway, let's pause. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I closed my other door, left the dog stuck outside. He's just gonna have to deal with it. Hopefully that's gonna help, because oh my god, it's so frustrating. So anyway, my loves, there's a lot of things that I feel like you're bringing to light that you're birthing this month. Shadow attributes of the mother is smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Listen to this, but this is about becoming independent. So you have felt guilty about becoming independent. You have felt guilty and upset with yourself because you didn't quite know how, when you were never actually given the appropriate tools. So quit this guilt, get rid of this guilt. I feel like getting mad. Like, I'm like, get this guilt out of the way. It doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. I'm thinking of a quote in Conversations with God. It's one of my favorite books ever. I really highly suggest reading it. But it says, fear and guilt are the only enemies of man, because fear and guilt will keep you in a cycle of self-loathing and shame. It will never allow you to flourish. As long as you keep yourself in guilt, you will never feel free. So, you know, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. It is time for you to become independent, regardless of who that has to affect. It could be that your family still really quite rely on you. Your family still really are connected to you, and you've always felt this like sense of obligation towards them. But it's time to cut the shit. It's time to, you know, go off on this new journey. You feel intuitively like it's time to go your own way, and this is a big confirmation for you to do that, Taurus. So we're going to change this up. Like I said, we're going to look into like your love life and all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what we did for Aries, but I'm just going to go with the flow and do whatever comes up for each person. So for you, we're kind of just going to do a whole general thing. We're going to see what comes up. So what is coming up for Taurus in June? What is going to be the main focus? Yes, I love that. Air element communication at the bottom of the deck. So there's going to be a lot of thinking, there's going to be a lot of speaking. You could be dealing with a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Having a lot of conversations though. I feel like there are some things that really need to come up. Oh look, and then we have Aquarius. So some of you are definitely going to be working, some of you are going to be working with an Aquarius, or just, just really speaking up and having conversations that need to be had. I feel like this Aquarius, I know. There is a knowing that you have within your soul about how to increase the value and the potency of how you live your everyday life. I feel like this is you coming into alignment with how you want to live as a human being, as a person. It's taking away all of this need to show up in past conditioned ways of needing to be, because that's what we've been taught. Scrap all that. Aquarius is the rebel. Aquarius doesn't do things the way that everyone tells it should do. Aquarius does things on its own. It's ruled by Uranus. You know, Uranus is in your sign, Taurus. For all of you Taurus moons out there, I'm a Taurus moon. Uranus in Taurus is absolutely butt-fuck insane when it comes into conjunction with your moon. So if you're a Taurus moon, please check out your degree of where your moon is and where the degree of Uranus is right now. It's at 16 degrees right now as I'm filming this. So say if you're a 16 degree Taurus moon, it is going to be directly on your moon, and that's going to be a big deal. Ever since I had my moon's at 12 degrees. So it retrograded last year and has been in this year on my moon exactly. Can I tell you the amount of awakenings, the amount of crazy shit, the blow-ups, you know, the just spiritual awakening energy, this rebellious feeling inside me that it's just everything needs to come out. That is what's going to be coming up for all of you guys, Taurus moons. But it's also relevant for your sun and rising. But I'm just saying from personal experience because I am a Taurus moon. So anyway, part of fortune increase. Things are going to be getting better. Things are going to be getting a lot better. With this Aquarius coming out with this part of fortune, in your chart, the part of fortune is the place in your chart where you can see your luck is. So the more you put your energy into the sign that your part of fortune is actually on, the more luck and abundance and blessings and things you will receive. With Aquarius coming out, I feel like it's communication, it's sharing, it's friendships, it's opening up and sharing yourself with the collective. For some of you guys, it's being more active on social media. It's putting yourself out there. It's actually really, really becoming committed to your message and committed to this journey. I'm getting leadership vibes for you, Taurus. I feel like some of you really need to stand in your power as an actual spiritual leader, as someone that is really here to build a new foundation, the new foundation for this new earth. So part of fortune increase, there is so many good things that are coming to you this month, and I feel like it's happening because you are really putting the time and energy into you. You are giving light and love and nurturing the part of you that really needs to be nurtured. I feel like there's a lot of inner child work that's going on this month. The more you actually do the things that you loved as a kid, the things that you felt like maybe you absolutely adored, but no one nurtured you enough to know that you could follow that as an actual path in life. You're starting to do that for yourself now. You know, it's like an example is I loved acting. I loved acting more than anything when I was in high school. I loved it. When I was a child, you know those big video cameras? I used to walk around filming myself with a huge video camera, you know, that you'd put on the big black tapes and put in the VCR. Like, I used to walk around with that, filming myself vlogging as a freaking 10-year-old before any of this stuff existed. And then now look at, but the thing was, I was never nurtured and nourished in a way that, and I'm not saying it's my parents, it was society. You know, it was a lot of different things, and it was a deep belief within myself that I didn't know that I could do that I could actually pursue that and be successful. So I never tried. I never ever tried. And this is me now at 27 years old deciding to get the fuck on YouTube, because I was on YouTube when I was 13 and I got bullied for it, so I stopped. It's about being able to overcome the things that we weren't actually nurtured in doing. You need to be your own mother. You need to be your own guardian. You need to take care of yourself and conquer this fear that you have that you can't actually survive doing what you love, because you sure as fuck can. I feel like I'm getting really passionate in this reading. And look, passion. Do you see that? Passion. Shit don't lie. This shit don't lie. Like, fucking hell. Alright, Taurus. What more do you have for Taurus? Okay, got a bunch of cards there. Underneath the deck we have study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. I love that. So I feel like you're, that's the thing with Aquarius as well. I know, learning. You love learning. This is a month where you're going to feel really excited and passionate about learning. The more you study your craft, the more you study how it is to approach the thing that you're really wanting to do, the more you're going to find that blessings kind of just manifest for you, you know? Things just come up. Look, success. Taurus, this is your month. Success. Even though it's Gemini season, even though it's Cancer season, it's your month. We have success. It says success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. So that's the thing. I feel like you guys have a lot of integrity. There could have been opportunities in the past to achieve some levels of success, but I feel like you let them go because you knew that they weren't exactly what it is. They weren't the right thing for you. Your integrity means more to you than success. So when you actually are able to create something that feels like it's in alignment and in integrity with you and find success, there ain't no better recipe than that. I swear to God. Prosperity. Literally, what am I saying? Money. There is money coming to you this month, Taurus. I feel like you're going to feel like a lot more abundant because you're really stepping into your own power. You are stepping out of this fear of survival. You are no longer feeling addicted to the fear. Okay? The fear is starting to dissipate because you've been, you know, I feel like you've been doing a lot of self-inquiry. That's what that study has really got me thinking. You've been reading more, you've been learning more, you've been learning about how you can empower yourself, and that's really, really a powerful thing. Not enough people are doing it. Prosperity says, as this tree grows so fine, so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Like God wants to give to you, you know, the universe wants to gift you what it is that you deserve because you really do deserve it. And I feel like it's this fear that you're not going to be supported that has kind of held you back. But the more you learn to trust in your own energy and the more you learn to like take care of your energy, take care of yourself and to really listen to yourself, you can't really go wrong. You know, we've been taught in this society that failure is a bad thing. Failure, to my mind, doesn't even really exist unless you don't actually try something. So, you know, we're so afraid of looking silly, of being like, you know, not taken seriously, of people judging us, all that sort of stuff, when in the end, none of it actually matters. What really matters is whether you're living in alignment and within integrity. And you are, and that's what's coming up this month. You really are taking control. We have 12 and 13. There is a progression. You're literally progressing through this. Your last card is energy. Well, listen to me. A light inside my fire divine, energy fill me, make me shine. That's the thing, you're shining, and I feel like it's not so much, of course you know things, you have a deep knowing, you have a depth of knowledge about what it is that you're doing, but what's really bringing you success is the energy work. It's the taking care of yourself aspect that makes it easier for you to really shine in your authentic truth. The more you take care of you as a person and you really honor, and that's what you need, Taurus, too. Like, you know, you guys are the sign of self-care. So when you take really good care of yourself, you will find that as your energy increases, the more you have a capacity to share with other people, the more you find it easier to share with other people and to shine and to really like put your heart and soul out there. And I feel like that's really, really, really going to make a big shift for you this month. I feel like there's a lot of energy coming up, and it could be because Mars is in Aries. You know, we've got this Jupiter conjunct Aries right now as I'm filming this. See, it's still doing it, even with every single door in here closed. So annoying. But yeah, like there's just a lot of fiery energy that's going on at the moment, and I feel like it's kind of kickstarting this need within you to just do the thing, you know? Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil in reverse. So yeah, you are definitely letting go of a lot of toxic shit, essentially, like toxic ways of keeping yourself stuck. That's what I'm kind of getting. It's like you've known for a long time that you could change things, that you could do things differently, but you haven't quite known how to actually get yourself out of this. But I feel like you've been doing the work, you've been doing the study, figuring it out, Aquarius, learning, trying to figure out how to sort of be able to move in this direction, and how to be able to maybe share and shine your light the way that you really want to, and you're really going to be mastering that this next month. So the first tarot card you have out is the Seven of Cups. Second is the World card. Then we have the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. So the thing is, I feel like this is going to be a big full circle moment for you this month. I think there are things, like, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There are definitely going to be some things that you need to work on. I think, like I was saying before, communication. You have the King of Swords and the Page of Swords out here in the reverse. So there are some things that need to be spoken up. I feel like some of you guys need to tell an Aquarius where to fucking go. Or like, you know, just be honest with an Aquarius about what the fuck the truth is. Like, you know how sometimes we kind of like care too much about like offending people and we don't tell them the honest truth. It's kind of time to end that. It's time to really speak up. If someone needs to be told, put in their place, it's time to do that. I really feel like it's an important thing. I think it could definitely feel like it's hard for you to do, but it is something that needs to be done. The Seven of Cups coming out tells me that there is still an element of confusion. You're not entirely sure exactly where this road is taking you, and it's probably, that's why this study is coming out, because it's asking for you to have a little bit more, you know, to branch out and explore things a bit more. Study up on what it is that you want to do. Study up on how to really listen to your intuition, how to really trust yourself, because it's making it hard for you to make a decision when you're kind of feeling a little bit like overwhelmed, like there's too many options. With the World coming out, I definitely feel like this is a time for you to put yourself out there in the world. It is a time for you to shine your light, to share your light. I feel like the world is going to be mirroring back to you your vibration of an awful lot this month. So if you're really feeling confused, things are going to feel confusing. You're going to get a lot of confusing messages. If you find clarity, and that's what these Swords cards in the reverse are also talking about, getting clear on making this decision, because with this Seven of Cups, it's almost like you're still sort of on the fence, not sure, like there's so many different things that I could do. But with this King and the Knave of Swords, it's kind of saying it's time to really like hone in on getting clear. It's time to like clear away the mental noise, the chatter. Meditation could be really powerful for you this month, because it's just really needing to like hone in and take care of your energy. And with this Nine of Wands, I just feel as though, like, you know, letting yourself contemplate, rest, taking time to take care of yourself enough for you to actually be able to hear the voice of your own soul, for you to actually be able to listen to your own intuition. It's important that you give yourself the time, because you may have come so far with something, and then you may be feeling a little bit stuck, like, okay, well, where do I go from here? Well, the only way to know that is if you really actually quiet yourself down and slow down and pay attention to the voice that you know, your heart is speaking to you. There is always an inner voice. There is always something on the inside that is telling you, and it's about, you know, that's why he's wearing this blindfold. It's not something that he can see, it's something that he can feel. So it's important to really ground into the way you feel, and that's the thing, Taurus, you really do need grounding, that you are the most earthy of the earth signs, in my opinion. So grounding your energy is really, really important, because otherwise, you know, it's you just don't feel right, Taurus. So yeah, I'm going to grab a few more cards. What else do you have for Taurus? I'm not going to take all of them. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knave of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. Ooh. So yeah, you guys are really rebirthing, transforming, and essentially just like letting go of all the old shit that wasn't actually of benefit to you personally. So with Nine of Pentacles coming out, I love this card, you know. This is someone that's done a lot of work, and so they're now taking the time to relax and rest and enjoy the fruits of their labor. So with this Death coming out, it's almost like accepting that things had to die, accepting that not everything can come with you, not everyone can come with you, and that sometimes you need to go off on your own adventure and create your own thing. This is about letting go of what was not your mess to begin with. you know, a lot of you guys have deep family ties and things that you kind of, I'm not saying that you can't like connect with your family at all, not at all. But it's not really allowing them to have much of a say anymore about what it is that you're doing with your life. It's about having that freedom to like, that sounded like a cat. What the fuck was that? Even my dog's looking around. Yeah, some of you guys have a cat. I don't know, I feel like some of you guys could have a cat that dies this month. Random message, but you know, take it if it resonates. Anyway, yeah, this death, it's like dying to older versions of you, ones that couldn't actually really take care of yourself and nourish yourself because you didn't feel like you could actually create this abundance and create a sense of stability on your own. But the truth is you can. There's actually a lot more abundance out there that is waiting for you. Once you go on your own journey, you have to do this kind of on your own. And I'm not saying that you need to like build a business entirely on your own or anything like that. But it's like just doing things according to you and no one else. Fuck what your partner thinks, fuck what your friends think, fuck what anyone around you thinks. What do you think? So let's grab some advice for you for the month of June for us. This is going to be a great month. I feel like it's going to be really good. I feel like, you know, there's going to be a lot of learning. I feel like you're going to really open up a lot. We have at the bottom of the deck, imagination, envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. So that is amazing. I love that. I love that. That's why I was saying, like with your intuition, you really need to get clear, like meditate more. Allow your mind to take you into a whole new reality, you know, air element as well. Like clearing out the muck and the fog and essentially just the subconscious shit that has clouded your perception. I feel like there's like a cloudiness that you're starting to wade through now, and you're using your imagination to envision a brand new reality, you know? Giving yourself permission to actually dream the dream. I feel like in the past you haven't let yourself dream what you really truly want because you've been, what's the word? Convinced. Like I'm hearing convinced, but essentially just like influenced by other people's perceptions. It's time to really follow your own perception. It says believe in unlimited possibilities. There is no limit to the magic that you can have and that you can create, but you need to trust in that. So we have magic. I literally just said that. Magic and anger. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. There is a lot of miracle kind of like vibes in this energy. Like, look, we have prosperity and success and part of fortune increase. Like, I feel like some of you guys are actually genuinely going to be receiving money. Some of you guys could be receiving money through an inheritance or something that happens this month that really kind of like, it could rock the boat. It could be a little intense, but it is going to provide for you. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. It is time to really believe that you can have what you really desire. What is your wish? If you could wish for anything and know that you could have it, what would it be? I really want you guys to think about that, you know, when you finish this reading, like write it down in your journal even, like what would I do if I knew that I would definitely get it? Like, you know, if I made a wish and a genie granted it, and then start to reverse engineer that. Okay, well, how can I actually make that a reality? Because whatever it is you want, if you have the wherewithal to be able to think of it, you have the wherewithal to be able to achieve it. Anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. All of your emotions, honor all of your emotions as sacred. So there is going to be some like conflict, anger energy that comes up. Could possibly be some like arguments and things, like just heated discussions, heated things that come up. The thing is, safely express it. Let yourself express the way you feel. It's really important. Obviously, it's not about like lashing out and beating the shit out of someone, but essentially using your anger as a positive force, not holding it in anymore, because as a kid, you might have really held it in, you might have kept it within and felt like it just like boiled and boiled and boiled. This is about learning to safely express your emotions and express who you are, because you really deserve to have yourself be heard and felt. And I'm running out of time. I know that I'm literally about to run out of time on my camera, so I want to leave it here. Thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in. I seriously really appreciate you being here. If you're still here, thank you so much. I love that. Let me know in the comments like what's going on for you, and you know, we can have a chat and all that stuff. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do that through the link in the description as well. You can go to my website there. It's crystallinepriestess.com. And yeah, check me out on Instagram as well. And I'm also going to be uploading blog posts very soon because I'm getting my shit together. So anyway, I love you so much, Taurus. I really hope that this was helpful. I want to thank you and your guides and angels and ancestors and all the beautiful beings that are surrounding you in all moments, and I will see you in the next reading. Have a beautiful June. Peace.